My beautiful babes, thank you so much for tuning in with me today. So I know I used this in my last YouTube tutorial, blah 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 blah, what? I know I used this in my last YouTube tutorial. I love this palette so much. It's the iconic palette from For the Queens, and I really want to play around with these more pinky shades, the pinky tones. I'm feeling the vibes. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I have no idea what I want to come up with, but let's play around and let's go. So the first thing I did to the face is I used the glow boosting and pore minimizing primer from Essence, and then I went in with the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation, and then did my brows with the NYX micro brow pencil. Then after that I carved out my brows and concealed my lids using the Liquid Camouflage high coverage concealer from Crease Cosmetics. Absolutely love this stuff. And then bangaroo, let's go in with this. And I'm trying out these beautiful new brushes from Chick Cosmetics. First shade I'm going to go in with is just this beautiful shade over here, just as the transition shade. So I'm just going to blend this into the crease. So I've just dipped into a little bit more of that shade and I'm just blending it out. Take your time with blending if you can. I mean, I know we don't always have the time, but it really does make quite a big difference. Use this beautiful pinky color over here. It's like a hot pink almost. It's really beautiful. Tap off the excess. These shadows actually do not have a lot of fallout, which is amazing. So you could actually do your concealer before you do your eyeshadows. So I'm just adding this hot pink shade right underneath here, and I'm dipping into that transition shade again with a clean brush, and I'm just going to blend these two shades together. And I'm focusing the brush strokes over here as well, just to add a bit of dimension here. I quite like that look. I'll dip into this pink shade again, add a little bit more, and then blend it out again, and I'll do that multiple times until I get the color payoff that I want. I think I'm going to go for a cut crease. I'm very impressed with these brushes. They take up a lot of product, which is really nice. So like I said, I'm just dragging this out, and we can always clean this up later. So never be afraid of like the outer corners and stuff. You can always clean that up with a little bit of makeup remover or a makeup wipe. I know I always used to be very scared of that in the beginning, but you don't need to be. Like, we've actually got to just remember makeup is makeup. It can come off, we can take it off, and we can start again. In with the Crease Liquid Camouflage Concealer, and what I do is I put this on the back of my hand like this, and then I got this little brush from an LA Girl palette. It's like a super cheap little brush, but it works perfectly for a cut crease. Put some random product there, look up, and it creates where your crease should be. Can you see that there, where the cut crease should be? So it's around about there. Take whatever's on my brush and kind of drag this down. It really doesn't have to be perfect. And then now it's basically just about taking as much time as you possibly can to get the cut crease as perfect as possible. Just going to wet my brush a little bit so the pigment pops a little bit more. I'm using this toner water from Lush. I use this very often. Just a little spritz on that little brush. And we're going to dip into this beautiful shade over here. Guys, I've been wanting to use this for so long. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to pack this onto this flat shader brush. Oh my goodness. I'm just pushing this color in. Once that is on, I'm going to dip into this colorful pink shade again. This is now a different brush from the Chick Cosmetics line. And you just want to feather out, let me show you on this eye, the edges so that it just kind of fits in together. And I'm just doing very slight back and forth motions with this brush. I'm just adding it to the inner corner as well. I actually wanted to go in with a different color for the inner corner, but I think this will actually look really nice. So I'm just using this makeup wipe from Clicks just to tidy this up a little bit, and we'll blend this so it doesn't look so harsh later. Using that same concealer I've used the whole time, the Crease Liquid Camouflage, and I'm putting this on all the places I want to highlight. To set this concealer with my favorite banana powder. This is from Essence Cosmetics. I find this works the best for me. I love it so much. To set the rest of the face, I'm using this Coverall pressed powder from Wet n Wild. I'm seriously enjoying these brushes that I've tried out today. I can definitely tell you I'll be using these very often. So for the rest of the eyes, now that our concealer's down and everything else is down, I'm just going to add this pink shade to the bottom lash line, kind of keeping it to the outer half, I would say, just so it ties in nicely with the rest of the eye look. It looks a little bit naked without this. So I'm just gently going to blend this out. So I really don't like this very harsh, bam, kind of look over here on the outer corner. So I'm just going to blend this out. I'm just going to add a little bit of liner to the top lash line using this Wet n Wild felt tip liner. And then we're going to apply some lashes and do the rest of the face. Guys, that liner played me. I don't know what's going on. It normally works perfectly. So what I'm going to do now is go in with this black shadow over here with a brush like this. It's from Inglot. These are the Hey lashes. They're so beautiful in the style Iconic. So I'm going to pop these guys on. I've used these multiple times and they are just so beautiful. They're so fluttery and they're perfect. I'm using the Essence Extreme Lasting Easy Glide and Waterproof Eye Pencil in Silky Nude. I love this. It opens up the eyes. Especially with a look like this, I think it's going to look really, really nice. So I'm just going to line my waterline with that. Always do this kind of a thing before you do your mascara. Woohoo! And now it's time for my favorite part of a makeup routine, is doing the rest of the face when your eyelashes and everything is on. So I'm using my Hoola Benefit Cosmetics bronzer to bronze up the skin. And I'm using the Bake and Finish Luxury Baking Powder from Makeup Revolution, and I'll put a little bit into the cup, and I'm just going to do a little bit of baking over here and underneath the contour. I'm brushing this away pretty much immediately. Then I'm adding a pop of color to the inner corner, and I'm going to use this beautiful champagne shade over here. So we're just going to add this to your... Wow. We're going to just add this to the inner corner to add a bit of a pop of color. I'm using the NARS Orgasm Blush. I normally don't use blush, but this one's so beautiful. So I'm just going to add a little bit to the apples of the cheeks and blend it backwards. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. And I'm trying out this beautiful new brush as well. So I'm going to dip in here. Jeepers. Okay, now we're talking. I haven't tried this yet, but this is the Infallible Fixing Mist from L'Oreal. So let's see how this goes. Oh, it smells delicious. It smells like their face masks. The City Girl Beauty lip product, and this is in the shade Bangkok, and these are really, really pigmented. And sadly, that brings us to the end of this makeup video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed playing with all of these products, and these brushes are incredible. I'm so proud of all of these amazing South African beauty brands that are just doing the damn thing, you know? Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Thank you so much. Ooh. Alright, just relax, relax. Shh. I swear there's people like looking at me right now. I'm literally facing another building of flats, like, oh girl, you see me, I see you too. I'm just gonna act very natural here.